Just threw the beef in there. You just want to kind of like chop it up a little bit. If you get in there, you can see it's cooking on top of the Trinity. Basically, it's getting all that stuff in there. So I'm just going to chop it up a little bit, just so I can start seasoning it. And you got that's going real good right now. Alright, so like I said, I use Slappy Mama. Slappy Mama. Here you go. Just want to cover the top lip pretty much. Garlic salt. Garlic salt. Same thing. Cover the top. And parsley. Use the parsley on there, cover the top. Should be enough right there. And you take and mix all that together. Now after this beef is finished cooking, and after that's finished cooking, we're gonna put them together. Put it all together in one big pot and get all that flavor. Well, I'm skipping a step actually. This hamburger meat is gonna make its own grease. So after this is done browning, we're gonna drain the juice out of this one. Only this one. But see all that juice that's in there? We're gonna use that juice. We ain't gonna drain nothing out of that. We're gonna put everything in this pot, juice and all, into this pot and mix it all together. We got the hot sauces going good. It's pretty much almost done cooking. That's your hot sauces and your smoked sauces right there. You see all that juice in there? That's so much flavor in that red grease right there. That is like so much flavor in there. Now this is your ground beef. Your ground beef's going. You got your Trinity in there. You can see it clear as day. You know, your Creole seasoning, some people call it Trinity, some people call it Creole seasoning. Ain't nothing but chopped seasoning. Like I said, if you want to chop it yourself, it's basically celery, onion, and bell pepper. It's cut at an equal amount, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're using, you know, a half a pound of each, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you want to use an equal amount of each. But that's going right now. So we about to, once this finished browning, we're going to lay up there and get rid of all that grease in there. You know, however y'all dispose of it. Me, I turn the hot water on and rinse it down the drain. If you're gonna do it down the drain, don't turn your cold water on because you can mess your pipes up. But I'm gonna get rid of all that, all the grease in there, and all the grease that's in here, we're gonna use that. That's flavor. So much flavor in there, so you wouldn't even understand. So mix that with that. All right, now this has been drained. It's browned and drained. Now we're gonna take this with all that beautiful juice in there. Pour it up in there like that. All that's gonna go in there. I'm gonna scrape everything off the bottom of that pan because that's just flavor right there. Put everything in the bottom of that pan, all the grease, everything. Take all that off there, put that up in there. Got my camera lady back, so she was taking care of business. Now this is what it's gonna look like. Pretty much you got all that mixed in together. You got everything mixed in together. Pardon the stove, it just got dirty from cooking, obviously. All of that mixed in together. That's your main base. Now what we got left to add is the shrimp. The shrimp, you don't cook the shrimp inside of that. The shrimp is the last thing you put in there. Matter of fact, you put the secret ingredient in there next. I know y'all been waiting for the secret ingredient. So y'all been waiting for the secret ingredient, so it's about to come. Daddy, if you're watching this video, you know, don't get upset because I exposed the secret ingredient. But the people need to know, you know, what's in our stuff to make it taste like that. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what you got right there. That's your basically what's gonna go in your peppers until we add the secret ingredient and the shrimp. Now, I don't know if y'all have a big enough bowl to mix everything together, but I went ahead and bought an extra pan just to mix everything together, okay? That's gonna be my mixing pan. Now I got everything in the mixing pan. This is your secret ingredient, okay? So I'm gonna open it up, bust it open, and I'm gonna tell you afterwards what it is. Some of y'all might be able to tell what it is. Some of y'all might not know exactly what it is. You might have a clue. But this is the secret ingredient. Now, you can buy that at your local grocery store. This is what it is right here. Stovetop chicken stock. That's all the secret ingredient is. But a lot of people don't know that. See, that what that do is it suck up all that juice, and instead of making a meatball out of your bell peppers, you're making it to where it falls apart, it crumbles. You don't want to have a meatball. You stick your fork inside your pepper, and you pull out a whole damn meatball. Now you don't want that. You want that son bitch to fall apart just right. And this is what that's gonna do. This is gonna. Some people add these for to substitute for the stuffing, but the stuffing is actually better because it absorbs more. And it'll take a lot more of this than it would one bag of stuffing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to mix in your stuffing with it. Let your stuffing absorb all that good seasoning and sauce and juice, everything that's in there. And then plus your chicken seasoning, your chicken dressing, it's got a lot of seasoning in it too, so it's gonna add a little extra flavor to it. Now the last thing you want to add is your shrimp. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna add all my shrimp because I'm gonna use some of this shrimp for my jambalaya later. So I'm gonna add some of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these in half, make them bite size. You know what I'm saying? Make them pretty much the size of a piece of sausage, and we're gonna go from there. I'm about to cut these shrimps up. This is how I do it. I take a whole shrimp, I let them cut them in half like that, turn them like that, cut them in half again, throw them in there. Same thing. Take them, cut them in half, turn them like that, cut them in half, throw them in there. Take them, cut them in half, throw them like that, cut them in half again. Simple. It's your mix. That's basically what it's gonna look like when it's finished. You got your breadcrumbs. You got your stuffing in there. You got your get on that. That's what it's gonna look like. You got all that in there, and you're gonna start taking these, your peppers, and you're gonna start filling them up with your stuffing. You're gonna fill them up. Make sure you got a little shrimp in there. You know, people like shrimp, people like sausage. You're just gonna make them flat to start off with until you get all of them full. And if you got extra meat left, you can take them and put them in there. Now another thing is too, you want to get a fork. Give me a sec. You want to get a fork and poke a hole in the bottom. See, I skipped a step. Poke a hole in the bottom, and I'm gonna tell you why afterwards. You want to have them 4 little holes in the bottom of it. That's gonna be your first pepper. There you go. Alright, now that's what you got there. Now these peppers, the actual bell pepper part is uncooked right now. Alright, so some people boil their peppers before they stuff them. I don't do that because when you do that, it softens up the skin real bad sometimes, to where when you try to stuff it, it'll rip it up. So this is the way I was taught. I got as much as I could. I try to take everything I could out of there and stuff it into these peppers. So this is what I got right now. Notice your shrimp are not cooked either, okay? So what's gonna happen is we're gonna throw these in the oven. We're gonna put a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan. Basically, we're gonna steam the bottoms of the bell peppers. And remember when I stuck the fork through the bottom? Okay, the reason why I stuck the fork through the bottom is because some of those juices are going to want to escape. Okay, so when the juices come out, the juices from the bell peppers are going to go to the bottom of the pot in that water, that same water that's going to be steaming the peppers. That's going to add extra flavor to your bell peppers and make your bell peppers, make you want to eat your bell peppers. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when people boil them, you know, the actual bell peppers, you got that water taste, unless you use like a crab boil or something like that. But when you do it this way, you got all that flavor that's inside every last one of these peppers, and then meat is going to drip out the bottom through them holes that you poke with that fork. And it's going to get into the water that's going to be in the bottom of the pan and steam it. So what you want to do is you want to set your stove at 375 or 350, and then put a little water in your pan, and you want to cover it with foil. Try to trap all that, you know, moisture inside. And also, I don't want to jump the gun. You want to sprinkle some of this to your flavor or whatever, you know, on the top of it. And when you finish, it's going to brown. Well, I'm jumping the gun. It's going to stay in the oven for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just, you know, baking. And the last probably 15-20 minutes within that hour and a half, you want to uncover it. So when you put these crumbs on there, I'm about to put the crumbs on there right now, but the crumbs gonna end up browning, and it's gonna give it like a brown color. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. All right, I'm about to throw these in the oven now. All right, now these out of the oven. Now have you noticed the bottom got juice, a lot of juice. All right, I just cleaned my hands, so I'm gonna show you how soft these things is. You see how soft that is? That's what you're looking for. You want your peppers to be nice and soft. All right, now you got all this juice at the bottom, so as you get at your turkey baster, if you got one, just get the juice out. You know, you don't want all that juice in the bottom of that. Oh Lord, I'm skeeting everywhere. Just get your juice out. Kind of get all of the juice out. You don't want too much juice in there. Light that. Woo. See, I hit my hand. I almost scarred myself. Get that little extra juice out of there. There you go. That should be enough juice right there. Now that it's uncovered, you wanna I might just hit it again with the Italian breadcrumbs. Just a light coat. Just a light one. That way I can brown them a little bit, because I'm about to throw them back in the oven for about another 20 minutes just to brown them, just to brown the tops a little bit more. But when I throw it back in, I'm gonna throw it in without the foil on the top. These Italian breadcrumbs give it like a little, you know, a little crunch crust to it. You know. Now they're gonna go back in the oven for about another 20 minutes just to brown them up. Put them in the oven at about 400, and when they finish, they should be done. Alright, now this is the last video. This is the last cut. This is your finished product. This is what they're supposed to look like. Finished product. So that's your stuffed bell peppers, Thompson style. Hopefully y'all can, I made a very, very, very comprehensive video. Some shit I shouldn't even have in there, but y'all get the idea. So hopefully y'all can use that and make y'all own. Hope you enjoy. Later.